Hello from Myrtle Beach. We're here on Ocean Boulevard. We are driving northbound. We're going to give you a tour of this area. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new to Myrtle Beach, we have everything in the area, including restaurants, entertainment, and more. And also, if you're a return viewer, thanks so much for watching and welcome back. So what we just passed there is the new Holiday Inn Vacation Club Resort. Now we've got Damon's Oceanfront Dining. That's a popular spot. Beautiful views of the ocean. And we have a beautiful day today. It's in the 80s. It is gorgeous. It is so nice. I mean, this is just that perfect weather. It's actually not too humid. There's a nice breeze. So just imagine being at the beach, at the water, sinking your toes into the sand. This is one of those perfect days for that. Got the beautiful palm trees. Just doesn't get any better than this. So we've got lots of hotels, as you can tell, on Ocean Boulevard. We're also going to show you the entertainment, the dining, basically everything Ocean Boulevard has to offer. And this is the main strip on the Grand Strand. As we're slowing down here, I'll show you the Residence Inn over here to the right. We have stayed there several times and we definitely recommend it. And if you want to check on our channel, we have both a tour of the Ocean View room as well as the Oceanfront room. So definitely check that out if you're thinking about staying there. And it is a pet-friendly resort. We can mention that as well. They do have a place for your furry family members as well. Here's Holiday Sands South. Some of you have told me that's a nice place to stay. And there is a Holiday Sands North as well that's in the central Boardwalk area that we're going to pass. So what's your favorite time of the year to come to Myrtle Beach? Let us know in the comments below. We love all the seasons here, but I definitely prefer the warm weather, no doubt. I mean, we live here, but I love the warm weather. So from about now through really November, it stays decently warm. I mean, we'll have chilly days now and then. This is my favorite time for sure. But there's something to be said for the off season because there's definitely fewer people here. And most things stay open year-round. There's a few exceptions, but most things stay open year-round now. And we don't have a true off season like we used to. There's definitely a lot of people who come here for the winter now. Beautiful flowers there. It's nice to see it lively again too. You know, in the winter, a lot of times it's not deserted by any means, but you don't see as many people out and about because it's chilly, and so people are doing indoor activities, so it's kind of nice seeing the city come alive again with the warmer weather. We just got through the spring break season. Now we're heading into summer season. There's a nice little in-between shoulder here that's actually, I think, a great time to come. I would recommend coming. It's not as crowded, but you get the warmer weather. There's the Hampton Inns and Suites. We have stayed there as well. It's oceanfront. We have not stayed there in many, many years, so take that with a grain of salt. But when we stayed there, we did enjoy it. There's also a Hampton Inn at Broadway at the beach. That's an entertainment complex. And we stayed there recently and really enjoyed it. And we will probably be doing more staycations there because we really enjoy everything that Broadway at the beach has to offer. There's a huge water park at the Landmark Resort that is new. They spent $3 million on that water park. So that is something to consider if you're trying to decide where to stay, and especially if you have kids, that would definitely be something that would keep them very entertained. And they also have a lazy river and a pool, and so they have lots of water fun options there. People heading to the beach. It's a great day to be on the beach for sure. We will definitely be sticking our toes in the sand today before the day is over. It is just one of the, like I said, one of those perfect days. If you're looking for weather information for Myrtle Beach, it varies a lot. It varies day to day, but we do have videos on the weather at Myrtle Beach for every season. Those are linked in the description below. We have a playlist of all the weather videos, so check that out. It gives you the average highs and lows, water temperatures, all of the things that you need to know. And we also mention things to keep in mind related to crowds such as festivals and other considerations when you're trying to decide what time of year to come to Myrtle Beach. We've gotten a lot of questions about where to eat at Myrtle Beach, and so we have started doing a series of restaurant videos. Those are also linked below in the description. And so if you're looking for best oceanfront dining, best seafood buffet, that kind of thing. Definitely check out that playlist. There is a lot to offer here, and we will continue to put out eating videos, restaurant videos, as we get time. Coming up here, you see the Ferris wheel already probably. That is Family Kingdom. That is a large amusement park. I would say it's definitely a very kid-friendly amusement park. There are not many of what I would call thrill rides. Now, there are definitely some very fun rides like the Swamp Fox wooden coaster there, which you can see the ocean from that coaster. They have log flume, they have a Crazy Mouse style coaster, there you see the Hurricane. They have a lot of classic rides. They have a large arcade. Over here on the right is where the Splashes water park used to be. It has been completely demolished. It was closed in 2020. It didn't open for that season, and it never came back. We have not heard officially what's going to be there yet, so we are still waiting to hear, and we will let you know. We have heard rumors it is going to be a parking lot, but that is some primo oceanfront real estate, so I will wait and see before I accept that as fact, because that's some really good real estate to do something with. Splashes Water Park was owned by Family Kingdom. I assume that land still is, so it'll be curious to see what they do with it. So it could be a parking lot for Family Kingdom, but time will tell. When you stay on Ocean Boulevard, if you do, where do you like to stay? Let us know in the comments, and also let us know when your next trip to Myrtle Beach is. We always enjoy hearing when you're coming to visit. Here is the Wicked Tuna restaurant. It's at the 2nd Avenue Pier, and also the 2nd Avenue Pier is the official start of the main boardwalk. A lot of people don't know that. We have a video on the south end of the boardwalk to show all the hotels on that, so if you're interested, you can check that out on our channel. The boardwalk's actually, it's either 1.2 or 1.7 miles long, so it's a good stretch of boardwalk. It's not just that central area that most people think about, where all the entertainment is sort of clustered. So here's that Holiday Sands North that I mentioned. A lot of people have said they enjoy staying there, that it's a decent value for the money, and it is right on the boardwalk, and it's also oceanfront. Let's take a look at the ocean real quick. Beautiful. Looks pretty calm today too. Guess that goes along with the low winds, although not always. Sometimes it's not windy, but it's still rough out at the ocean. There has been a lot of demolition in the central area that we're coming up to, and a lot of new construction. The city of Myrtle Beach has bought up a lot of old properties, old hotels, and is converting them into newer, more exciting offerings. And so we're very excited to see what's coming. Like, there's some work going on there, and then we've got work going on here. This sat vacant for the longest time, and they are quickly building what I think is condos. It looks like condos. We will know once a sign goes up. There's no sign for it. If you've heard anything about that, let us know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a like. That really helps us out. We appreciate that. Lets other people know that the video is good and that you enjoyed it. So here we are getting into the main boardwalk area, and it looks like we're going to have to take a detour. There is some kind of festival happening today. This is interesting because I haven't even heard about a festival. Have you, Brian? No, Brian hasn't either, so it's not just me. Something big's going on. So we'll take you on this little detour here. Wow, lots of people. I'm actually going to pick up over here even though we can't go back down yet because the road's closed. That's 9th Avenue, and here's the main parking deck. A lot of people ask us where to park. The parking deck has parking. There's paid parking on the street. We are now getting back onto Ocean Boulevard, but I want to pan. So there's Plyler Park straight ahead. Here's the main strip, which, you know, they had blocked off from the other direction, and here is the Skywheel. If you want to see more of that main strip, we do have a walking tour of both the boardwalk and the main strip. I will link that in the description below. It will show you all of the entertainment, all the arcades, all the restaurants, everything that is in that main area if you're curious about that. And it shows it a lot better than when you're driving. You get a slower view when you're walking. Here's a popular eating establishment. It's the Beach House. They have outdoor seating, indoor seating, and also over here on the right is Riptides. It's a oceanfront dining. They have a rooftop bar, and it is definitely a popular location. I'll pan over here so you can see it. You can see the bushes up there on the top. And then coming up here on the left is the Olympic Flame Pancake House, another popular place, and the Funplex amusement park. They have thrill rides, they have family rides, all kinds of stuff. They are open, they're just not open this time of the day. They open, I believe, mostly on the weekends this time of the year, and certain hours of the day. And so you want to check their website. Pretty soon they will have expanded hours in June for the summer. Here's another location with a lot of places to eat, and I think they also have an arcade there as well. There's a lot of arcades in this area. We just did a video on the Fun Plaza, which is a huge arcade that is on the Boardwalk, so you can check that video out on our channel if you're interested. And we also have one of a really massive entertainment / arcade place that just opened called Stars and Strikes. That is actually at the mall here, the Coastal Grand Mall. So again, another thing on our channel that you can check out. We've got another view of the beach coming up here. So pretty. And this is a mystery lot right here. This has been like this for ages, and it looks like great property for a hotel, but it just stays vacant. So I don't know if they're asking too much for that lot or what, but it's been that way for quite a long time. And we've got some people sitting outside eating here at Lulu's Cafe. I like the retro look of that cafe, it's cute. Definitely, as you can tell, traffic picks up when you get closer to all these really, really high-rise hotels. There's beach bums. And then the Breakers, I know a lot of you have said you stay at the Breakers. That is a definite large resort. And then right past the Breakers is a massive Marriott Spring Hill Suites and Courtyard. Here's their sign coming up right there. That is fairly new. That opened last year, and it is huge. I mean, huge, and really, really tall. We haven't stayed there yet. Their rates, in my opinion, are pretty high right now, probably because they're new. At some point, I definitely would like to do a staycation there and check it out. We tend to like Marriott hotels, and no, they're not a sponsor. We don't get any kickbacks from them. We like Hampton Inn as well, but we tend to stay at Marriott properties when we can. They just seem to be fairly consistent. Not always, but fairly consistent in the quality. And upcoming is the Boardwalk and some demolition here. Oh, and this is where some of you asked me if we saw that. One of those big machines actually turned over and hit the side of that building right there that was in the news. They had that cleaned up, so to speak. I mean, meaning righted and out of the way long before we could run down here. People asked me if we came down here to check it out, but I was working that day and I would not have been able to get here before they removed the machine from the scene. Dayton House. Lots and lots of big resorts. Now we're to the north end, what I consider the north end of the main Myrtle Beach Strip, not to be confused with North Myrtle Beach. North Myrtle Beach is a different city if you're not familiar with the area. The main Myrtle Beach area here is North Myrtle Beach, Myrtle Beach. There's also Atlantic Beach between those two. And then towards the southern end, you've got Surfside Beach, Garden City, and Murrells Inlet. And then beyond that, Pawleys Island, but to me, then you're getting pretty far down from the Myrtle Beach area. So there's a lot of different options. Some have lots of people, which also tends to go with lots of entertainment, restaurants, and other things to do, attractions. Some are a little more chill and have less of all of the above. It's the more people you have, the more stuff you have to do. It's just sort of a trade-off, so you have to decide which is more important. We actually like a lot of stuff to do, and especially like people pulling around right in front of us without stopping at the stop sign. That's always fun. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed this tour of Ocean Boulevard. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.